Here it is. Hold on.
I got microchipped, and this is how you can change your life by becoming a cyborg. You see, my whole life I've had a problem that causes me an inordinate amount of stress, and that is keys. It sounds silly, but the feeling of rushing out the door, driving all the way to work before realizing I can't get in the garage because I forgot my keys or badge, and then having to drive all the way home to get them, and then driving back to work is so embarrassing and unnecessary in a modern world where you can get your keys implanted in your hand. So that's what I did. So we're planting a microchip that has an NFC and RFID chip inside of it. Well, you want to open up that space where the chip is going to be inside, right?
With this
the needle. Yeah.
Hey man, here we go. You want to watch? You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Still go. Look at that, man. You're a tough guy.
All right, skillfully done. These chips are not fundamentally different than the ones you put into your pets. When you put them up to a reader, it sends the chip a little drop of power, and then the chip sends back an ID number. An important thing to note here is that the chip does not store any personal data. In the case of pets, it just stores an ID number, and that ID number can be looked up in a database to find the information about the pet's owner. In the case of this chip, it stores an ID number, and the reader will check that ID number against the database to see if I have access. And no, you can't be tracked from a chip like this. Triangulation and position estimation from the GPS network requires a significant amount of power. And sending the signal anywhere after that would require an even greater amount of power, and these chips don't even have a battery at all. The reality is, depending on the receiver, they hardly even work from short distances. I got microchipped, and...
Well, at least you know what the data centers are for, because they require a huge amount of power in order to track and trace individuals that have taken this mark. Now, I just found some information this morning. My daughter gets on TikTok a lot, as with a stepdaughter, and anyway, she found out some information that was very unsettling, saying that individuals that take this RFID technology that he's talking about get a rash on their body, on the surface of the skin, and it causes ringworm underneath the skin. And they say the primary cause of that is because it was a technological device, and the body can't get rid of it. It's a foreign object that the body's trying to get rid of. So it creates the environment of the big C, right? How do you put this shit? It causes cancer, okay? Alrighty? Because if you put this underneath your skin, it's going to cause cancer, STI, she said it was, whatever the fuck that stands for. And then you get ringworm underneath the skin, and then it comes to the surface. So let's finish listening to the video, then we're going to get some scriptures, right? Man, come on, man. I got to get this shit all the time.
This thing. I got microchipped, and this is how to change your life. I need to have my hand in contact with the device, and even then it has to be in a very specific orientation for it to work at all. So even if it did contain personal information, which it doesn't, it would be very difficult for anyone to access it without your explicit cooperation. House keys are much, much less secure than this. If anyone gets a hold of them, they can copy them. There's even been cases of people copying keys from photographs. Like in this paper where researchers at UCSD were able to copy a key from a 2-megapixel cell phone image captured on a Motorola A1200 from 2005. And even more concerning, they were able to copy a key using a camera mounted to a telescope from 200 feet away. So the chip in my hand certainly isn't 100% secure. Someone could cut my hand off and take it and copy it, but it's so much more secure than the common key. And if I ever move, the chip is infinitely reprogrammable. There are two ways to program the chip. One is enrollment, so if you own a lock, you can put your hand up to it and enroll your hand. Or you can go up to the front desk at your hotel or office building and ask them to scan your hand in the same way they would with a blank key, although they might not agree. However, you can also clone existing keys with permission, of course, which is easier and can be as simple as holding a flipper 0 or Proxmark up to the badge or key you want to copy, and then copying that key onto your chip. And if you're not ready to go full cyborg just yet, then you can also buy stickers with these chips inside of them that you can stick to phones or popsicle sticks or whatever. I used these stickers first for a few months before becoming a cyborg to make sure that these chips were really useful in my life, and they were. And there are many other types of chips. The one I have is just for access, but there are others that can process payments, open your Tesla, light up under your skin.
Has an LED inside. When presented to an RFID or NFC reader, the LED inside glows.
And open a web URL when an iPhone or Android touches them.
Walking up to someone, they've got their phone. Sam Jason, you want to give him...
There you go. Oh, machine that man. Tag open in YouTube. Yeah. I can't believe it, dude. I can't believe it.
And some people have more than one to combine all of these abilities. And that being said, people have chips for different reasons. For many, it's a form of self-expression. And to tell you about that, here's my cyborg friend, Anastasia.
Hello, my name's Anastasia. I'm a body hacker.
Oh, okay. And so which implants do you have?
I have 4, I think. I have a RFID in here that you cannot see. You cannot see any of them. I have an NFC chip in my left hand. Combination LED and NFC chip in my right finger. It's mostly just a party trick to show people that I have a glowing light under my skin and my finger. And I have an NFC chip in my chest that is connected to a tattoo of mine. I designed a tarot deck, got a tattoo of one of the tarot cards, and if you scan it on the center of the card, it'll go to the website where you can get your own tarot reading. Want me to do all of that again, but with the hand?
Of course I do.
I don't have that many chips overall. People who are deep into the body hacking movement, they'll have a lot of chips and they'll treat a lot of them as temporary, so they will regularly remove them.
What do you think the coolest cybernetic body modification you've seen has been?
The coolest implant is going to be Neil Harbison's sensing tentacle out of his head. I mean, these aren't permanent, but like any project that Stellark has done, I got like a spider leg situation going on. But then a really big component of the body hacking community are going to be people who are hacking their own implants that they got from medical providers so that they don't have to pay insurance to keep using them. They don't want to have a subscription fee to have a functioning body.
And while I'm content with my access chip, I'm inspired by others who have pushed the boundaries in cybernetics, such as Neil Harbison, who installed an antenna in his head that allows him to feel the colors around him, including colors we can't see with our eyes, like ultraviolet.
Human vision wasn't good enough.
And Kevin Warwick, who has done many experiments in brain-computer interfaces that have allowed him to, for example, control a robotic arm with his own nervous system. And I know someone's going to be in the comments talking about how this is the mark of the beast. But that is completely silly because Revelations 13 clearly states,
"And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name."
And this chip is not in my right hand or in my forehead. It's in my left hand, so suck it, Zealots. And overall, the chip has been a genuine
You're a
lifesaver.
fucking
I don't really
idiot.
notice it until it's time to use it. The chip doesn't just save me the stress of having forgotten my keys, but reduces the stress and friction of every morning routine because I never even have to think about them. And now that Apple Pay is becoming more common and I almost never forget my phone, I'm starting to feel so free. And for a limited time, you can support my content and get one of these beautifully embroidered apps.
Shut up. You fucking idiot. It's not in my right hand, Elaine. It's in my left. Let's get it, man. Okay. Revelation on this motherfucker, man. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand," okay, in his hand. Doesn't matter. Didn't say anything about right hand. Didn't say anything about left hand. It said hand in general. Ridiculous Edomite, right? "The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he that has done this and received this mark in their forehead or in their hand, shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Okay? "And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahweh Shai. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for pushing 100% truth and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, Shalom. This is Matazah Lacham. I ran across this video on TikTok, watching the brother over at Arrows of Indignation. I'm a huge fan of his content. I strongly suggest that you go over to Arrows of Indignation and subscribe. There's a lot of content over there that can be used for videos or whatever. But you have to need what the fuck this dude. Okay, right now we all know what the biblical scripture says concerning the revelation. But what I was talking about earlier in the video was this: Revelation chapter 16, verse 2. No, I'll start at verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying of the seven angels, Go your ways, and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, upon the earth. And the first went, and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Right? Right there. A noisome and grievous sore. Okay, ringworm underneath the skin with the rash on the outside of the skin. Okay, as the body's way of trying to get rid of this foreign substance or foreign device that's within the body. That's what it's going to do. It's going to create the environment of toxicity in order to get rid of this foreign object that's not meant to be in your body. Okay, it's going to happen eventually. Okay, but the Lord says that he's going to have an angel to pour out a vial upon the earth. So whoever got this damn chip is going to start busting out in boils. Ringworm? You can imagine these people are going to be covering up their body all the way up to the ears to try to cover this shit up. Okay? They're going to try to wear gloves and a mask to cover up all of the wickedness they've done. All of this stuff stems from Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Remember, Esau is a clean leper. This individual does not have melanin in his skin. You know, without the covering of melanin, okay, which gives the body vitamin D and makes it healthy and vital, okay, you develop disease, right? And this is what these devils have done, man. They've ruined everything, right? Hold on, let me get my dog. Okay, yeah. Revelation chapter 13, right? Right? Let's see, verse 14, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So they've already created bricks. Okay, they've already created the M.O.T.B, which is the alternative to Swift. Swift and M.O.T.B are technological devices that allow digital transactions in import and export, right? Importing money, exporting money, whatever have you, and allows it to switch from one currency to another. A money changer, right? Swift is as the American money changer from one currency to another, and M.O.T.B is BRICS money changer from one currency to another between each other, thereby cutting out Swift altogether. That's the plan. You know, you want to weaponize the U.S. petrodollar, everybody's going to weaponize everything else that you need against you. You can push all the tariffs that you want. All they have to do is just quit doing business with you, okay? And you fall the fuck off. You go die in a corner, right? Anyway. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, unalived, okay, discontinued from society, Right. Okay. Dog over here playing with a plastic bag. Whatever. Okay. Now, as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be unalived. Now, there's got a, I think it's a TikTok video. I think it's, let me see, I don't know if I can go to it right quick. Might run out of time. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can go over here to my channel. Maybe I can find it. I don't know. I doubt it. But, yeah, because I have to go back a while. About the RFID chip. Is it 7? Okay. Let's see. Boom. So lucky.
For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
The human body is the next big platform. We're updating our bodies with technology on a large scale already with wearables. But all of the wearables we wear today will be implanted in our bodies within the next 5 to 10 years.
Everything is done in stages. After the RFID shows them the card and then your passport, it's going to go into your body. That's what they're going to try and do.
And then they've connected to a database that has your purchasing records, what you do,
Everything is in there.
So imagine no card, you just pay with your hands. Imagine that you're lost and someone can find you, or you can't speak and you're in the hospital and the doctor waves a reader over your palm or your arm and knows your entire medical history.
In a subdermal implant, you have a much more consistent environment. The sensor is in place and it's inside the body. This should be the way to find problems in your